So I have parts of the pulse that I've circled here that I want to bring up. I
Okay,
brought it up with Roman, but he
let's
doesn't have a
nerd out.
practice. So one thing they said is when they're going over marketing activities for immigration lawyers, one of the
Yeah.
lowest thing that people do, only 1% do, are freemium offerings like white papers, do-it-yourself online forms, etc. I'm big on the white papers and guides that are like, I have a 70-page marriage guide. I just published a 50-page citizenship guide. And really, people email me saying, I just use your guide to do it. Now, it's a disclaimer, this is not individual legal guidance. But they end up leaving me
Uh-huh.
reviews, and 1 out of 100 hires us probably. But I was surprised. Do you give any freemium offerings or anything like that? I'm guessing
So
1%
I
only
see
do. I
that
guess
too.
you
I've
don't.
got
Yeah.
the page 62
No,
for those following
see,
along.
one
Or
negative I gotta say, they didn't put page numbers on the printouts, so like it was on the PDF probably.
oh,
My pet peeve
okay.
is people don't
Yeah,
put
on
page
the
numbers on things.
no,
So I
there are
printed it.
page numbers on the mega one. There is.
I'm
So
sorry,
we
I
do
gotta retract that. Yeah,
webinars.
here, 50 page. Okay, so you have this pulse thing. It makes it hard to see what the number is. It's 61, then there's a heart pulse,
Oh,
and like I can't see that. Okay.
yeah,
Yes,
that's
page
right. It blends in.
662.
I guess the short answer is we do stuff like with the webinar. I just told my marketing assistant today, I was like, we need to have a lead magnet. We need to have everything from alternatives to H-1B to maybe what to do if you're detained or something like
Yeah.
that. It's been on our to do. We probably could whip one out really quickly. We just haven't put it out there. But we are doing a lot of free things between the social media, the lives, and the webinars. But I think they delineated that in another line
Yeah, actually,
item
yeah, there's
on
like
the
free
list.
consults, free in-person seminars, free webinars. They took these out.
Yeah.
The freemium is not doesn't really gather. We're too limited the way they put it. But I'm
Mhm.
gonna do an I-751 guide, and then when people go on my website, I have it pop up because like most of our cases are marriage, I-751 citizenship. So it's like we have these three guides if you want to download them right off the bat, and then have them be able to go to the website. So hopefully they can download and capture more emails that way too.
Yeah, no, that's really good. What I when I was on the list, I checked off everything we did, and we really did most of the things on the marketing list. The only thing is we didn't do free consults. I don't really do client surveys, which I just spoke about them. I should
Yeah,
do them, but I don't
that's a good one.
technically do them. We don't have a private social media group, and we don't do newspapers and periodical articles. I just don't see a lot of value in the print.
No, not anymore.
Yeah, I've experimented in the past, or like ethnic press, they say, and yeah. So
Some people
anyway,
make a
but
big
for the
business just off
majority of
that.
them, I
Yeah.
had to check.
The
Yeah,
social
but I
media
think
private.
the point is,
Go ahead.
yeah, the point is find what works for you. That's really what it is. It's not one size fits all. Like everyone needs to figure out what works for them. Yeah.
So like the private social media group, I tried doing that to build it out, but there's a lot of wasted questions there. You have to moderate it, it's all this kind of stuff, and you got to get people in it. So
Yeah.
I wasn't into it. But one thing that's booming hidden is like WhatsApp, private WhatsApp groups where lawyers are doing it. And some
Mm,
people are
mhm.
killing it like that. They'll just make a WhatsApp group, ethnic ones particularly, like your Iranians that do lawsuits or your Chinese F1 students trying to figure it out. They'll have these groups with a lawyer in there and they're quickly answering questions and stuff. And they're making whole books of business based on that. I personally hate answer questions like that kind of format, so I'm not into it. But if you're down with typing with
Uh-huh.
your thumbs and being in these groups, these WhatsApp private groups are for a period of time. Private Facebook groups were killing it, but then Facebook they control who gets so much information. It's so hard to get anywhere on Facebook. But WhatsApp seems to be something that's booming that people are using.
Yeah, I agree with that, and we haven't really gotten hardcore into that, but I am on other WhatsApp groups for immigration attorneys or parents or something like that. My whole school has a whole thing for
Yeah.
all the different grades and all the different
There's just
organizations.
so many of them. Your
Yeah,
phone's always like buzzing with different
I
things,
know.
and you can't do this.
What I need to do is I need to figure out how my EA, who's in another country, can see my phone and like all the chats. Like there's so many chats. Anyway,
Chat WhatsApp did create a website version of WhatsApp where on the phone, it gives you a barcode and you put it in front of your camera or your computer, something that connects them. Used it
so I
once.
love that. Like I love that, but I don't have an iPhone, so I don't, or in a Mac, so I don't have that my text. And so all the text I get, like my EA can't get them. So if somebody texts me and it's really more of an email or a phone call or my assistant could
Yeah.
do something, it's like annoying me because I have to screenshot it, send it to her.
Yeah, that's
Anyway, I think sometimes people think that like by texting me, they're going to get a
yeah.
faster answer, but it not necessarily works that way.
Yeah, that's what like
And
people
anyway,
call and I'm like the most efficient way for us is to go to the website to do it because when we call, I got to go do this. It adds extra step for us where our system's designed. So the website
yeah.
actually is the fastest response. Okay, so next one is when it comes to written engagements, this is page 49. Written engagement
Okay.
agreements 2025. 81% of people give written agreements signed by both the client and attorney. We have it where he said for e-signing, where just the other side, I just consider that an offer and we don't sign our end, but the client signs it just to
Yeah,
lessen the back and forth. But 3% of people listed that they only do verbal disclosures. Although 3%
I
isn't much,
know.
that blew my mind that a lawyer would do just a verbal disclosure. It should be a 0%. That's like massive malpractice right there. I was gonna believe that's that.
Yeah, I think I did the math of like how many people filled this out so we could figure out what 3% is. But yeah, and that's no bueno, people. We need to have something in writing. So yeah, I agree. That was an outlier. But kudos to the 81%
Yeah.
who have a written agreement signed by both the client and the attorney.